Hello, this is part 1 of our Python lab activity in Python. And part 1 is about variables and data types. Here we have a simple student information system. So this system asks for the student information and it calculates the student's average. So we have string inputs that asks the name, student ID, and section, and then float inputs that asks for first grade, second grade, and third grade. The average will be calculated using this equation right here, which is student average is equals to the sum of the three grades divided by 3. Then, we will print the information. Let's test that out. So, student name, say AD, student ID, section 3, first grade, let's have 97, 95, and then a 96. So, after inputting the details, it prints the report. Student ID 2001, name AD, section 3. The sum of these grades is equals to 96. So the average of the student is 96. Let's try having a decimal value. Again, AD for the name 2001 and then 3. First grade is 92.6, 93 point maybe 4 and then 95. So there we go again. It displayed the information. It uh it added the grades, and then the sum of these three is equals to the average, 93.67. Then let's comment this first. Now we have the second problem or the second system here, salary calculator. So we have employee name, a string input, salary, and overtime hours, which are integer inputs, and then we will calculate the gross salary. So gross salary is equals to their salary plus 150 multiplied to the overtime hours. And then, after calculating the gross salary, we will calculate the new payment. New payment is equals to the gross or the gross salary minus the gross salary deducted by the tax 0.12. Then we will print the information such as the employee name, salary, and overtime hours that we input here. And then we will display the salary, gross salary, and the new payment. So let's test this out. AD, let's have a salary of maybe 20,000. Overtime hours, 12 hours. So employee name, salary, and overtime. The basic salary is 20,000. The gross salary, which is 150 multiplied to the amount of overtime hours, that is 21,800. And then we will deduct the 12% tax, and our net pay or the new payment will be 19,184. The next is the online shopping cart. So the inputs are first item, a string input, an integer and float input for quantity and price, and then second item, same input with the quantity and price up to third item. Then here, we will calculate the total of the quantity and price of those three items that we input. And then we will show the summary. So FRES stands for first results, first result, which means the quantity of the first item multiplied to the price of the first item. Same thing goes here. Quantity of the second item multiplied the price of second item, and so on. And the total, to calculate the total, we will just have to add, or we will get the sum of these three right here, which are the result of all the quantity and price of each items. So let's try that. Enter first item. Let's say item pencil. And then 2, the price is 10. Second item is paper. Let's have 1, then 20. Third item would be eraser. Let's have 3, and then a price of 6. So here is the summary. We have 2 pencil, which costs 10 pesos. That is equals to 20 pesos. Paper, we only have 1, so that's 20 pesos too. And then eraser for 3, with the cost of 6 pesos. We multiply 3 times 6, that's 18. And we calculate the total, 20 plus 20 plus 18, with a total of 58. So that's part 1. See you on part 2.